Now, Drew, describe to me how important you think this offseason is for Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts, especially Kyle Pitts being a rookie, for them to get that chemistry going, the talks, and some of the workouts. How important do you think that'll be?
I think it's huge. And we all know, I don't know if they're doing it this year, but Matt Ryan usually has a passing camp where they go to California, the receivers and the skill position players, the running back. They go out there and catch passes. I did hear Kyle Pitts saying after he was drafted that Matt Ryan basically called him or texted him and said, look, let's go have lunch or have dinner. And I'm sure those guys were doing that so they could go meet up somewhere on a field, whether it's at the Falcons facility or maybe somewhere in California where they can actually go out there and work on some routes and things of that nature, because we know chemistry is huge. And that's a big reason why I don't want the Falcons to get rid of a guy like Julio Jones, because Matt Ryan has basically thrown every touchdown Julio Jones has caught in his career has come from a guy like Matt Ryan. So the chemistry that those guys have, I think that's something that you can't overlook. I know a lot of people are like, well, Kyle Pitts is a guy that can come in and can do similar things to Julio, and he does have the skill set. But I think the biggest issue is going to be he doesn't have that chemistry with Matt Ryan. And you've seen that kind of with a guy like Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, when he first came in his first couple years, he had to develop that chemistry with Matt Ryan, because everything is based off of timing. When the receiver and the quarterback or tight end and the quarterback, everything is 3-step drop, 5-step drop. I'm stepping back. When that back foot hits on that third step, I'm letting the ball go. And I'm throwing the ball to a spot, because Matt Ryan is a guy that throws off of anticipation. So if you're a guy that doesn't know how to run routes the way he wants you to run, run the routes, and you don't understand coming back to the football and things of that nature, you're going to, cause a lot of turnovers, interceptions, tip balls. And that's something that you've seen out of a guy like Calvin Ridley last season, where Matt Ryan and his timing kind of was off the first couple seasons with Calvin Ridley. So even though Kyle Pitts is one of those guys that's athletic, I think it's going to take a couple years for him to develop that chemistry with a guy like Matt Ryan, the chemistry that him and Julio has.